Dear parents, children, and my dear teachers, our Prime Minister has spoken of three advantages for India as democracy, demographic dividend, and demand. By 2020, we will be the youngest country in the world with a large part of our citizens in their 30s, while other countries will be nursing aging populations. To take advantage of this tremendous fortunate happenstance, we need to make sure our young population is competent, thinking, and compassionate enough to take their place as world leaders. I see universal education as the cradle that will shape citizens to fulfill this prediction for India and use its advantage to lead the world. Competencies, skills, and value-based education will create a citizenry that will be resilient, compassionate, socially aware and active, ethically sound, and self-actualized to fulfill all our aspirations. In the future, children will also need collaborative and communication skills for increased interaction with the world without loss of cultural identity and self. When in doubt, I hear the words of Maria Montessori, who said, "Don't follow me, follow the child." What is the nature of the child? Observation, discovery, imagination, curiosity, activity, playful, fun-loving? If we go with the nature of the child, we go with the flow and it is easy to educate him or her. If we go against it, we are swimming against the tide. A child-centered education respects the potential, aptitude, and development of the child. Change is the only constant. Einstein was so right when he said, "If you seek different results, don't keep repeating the same thing over and over." Is school a training ground for life or for the workplace? Are schools producing docile, obedient people or original thinking leaders? These are questions that engage my thoughts. We at Universal are making efforts to change the industrial model of education in schools which promotes standardized and undifferentiated learning meant to feed state machinery-like, robot-like, unthinking, unquestioning people to do jobs. We recognize that innovation is the key to excellence. Problem solving must be key to our thinking as teachers. Unless there is rigor to think independently and critically on issues that are both local and global, classic and contemporary, and the ability to discuss, reflect, and opine, we cannot achieve excellence. These are not easy paths to follow. But if we are committed to excellence, we need to honestly abandon comfort zones and try to be the change we want to see. One ancient and one contemporary idea that strikes the same chord reverberates in my mind. Galileo once said, "You cannot teach a man anything. You can only help him to find it within himself." And recently, Sadhguru of the Isha Foundation observed, "Children don't listen to you, they observe you." We have an important responsibility. We hold the future in our hands. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a great day ahead. Let peace prevail. God bless India. Thank you very much.
I am a grade 10 student and have always found science to be challenging and complex until I was introduced to the 3D Cell app. A click away, science is no longer a challenge for me.
I used to have a big trouble in story writing in English. Then, my teacher introduced me to the Storymaker app. I can invent my own characters and make settings. And now, I have so many stories to tell.
This year, a project for robotics is making the fashion sewing machine. The motor drives a shaft that turns a crank attached to the needle bar and moves it up and down.